Yeah, hi. Alrighty, folks, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for your late night Smackdown review. Show was whatever. Was it like a complete, was it, last week, only thing, again, literally Smackdown, the only thing to look forward to is the Bloodline shit. That's it. That's it. I thought, the past 2 weeks of Smackdown, the past two shows were awful. Last week was bad, even though the Reigns and Jey Uso thing was alright, in the ending. Definitely the week before was bad too. I think since the Madison Square Garden show that was on SmackDown, that was obviously the good show. And since then, SmackDown's been really entertaining. I mean, SmackDown's has not been really entertaining anyways. I don't know, people pretend to say it's great because it's 2 hours or whatever. Sure, only thing to really look forward to is the Bloodline shit. That's it. This SmackDown, in a way, I would say I didn't hate it as much as last week or the week prior to last week's show, where they had the women open and main event the show or whatever. The show it wasn't great. It was kind of sucked for most part, but I thought it was in a way a bit not entirely bad. But there was definitely some stupid shit that happened, so the show definitely kind of sucked for the most part. The only thing really kept the show kind of from being terrible or the worst, one of the worst Smackdowns of all time was the Bloodline shit. They actually opened the show with Roman. They ended the show with Roman, and they had something in the middle of the show that carry on to the Jey Uso Roman feud. So in a way, it a beginning, middle, and end throughout the fucking show, right? So it wasn't terrible for the most part, even though it was kind of sucked just regardless of other things. It wasn't terrible, most terrible show. It was better than Raw. It was better than Dynamite. It was better than fucking, just basically it was not too bad. But it definitely had its boring parts. It was mostly a kind of boring show, really. That's how I would say the show. Grabbing Coca-Colas, drinking my Nestle, smack me some bitches go, oh shit, alright? Oh shit, cheers motherfuckers, get a nice Coca-Cola in Styles glass, a nice cold one. Drink my Nestle, smack me some bitches go, oh shit, it's good stuff, especially in some hot weather, Summertime, it's good stuff to give them to them, nice cold one. But yeah, SmackDown, SummerSlam is in 2 weeks, and yet, I don't know, there's not much excitement, I would say. Definitely the only exciting thing is the Bloodline shit, that's for damn sure. I don't know what else to look forward to. I don't know. Anyways, let's talk about this. So the show started with Jey Uso. Jey Uso says main event Jey Uso is in your city. Then Roman Reigns, Solo, and Paul Heyman immediately interrupt. Made their entrance. Roman calls for Nola to acknowledge him. They're in wherever the fuck they were tonight. Reigns says Jey must have forgotten he was appearing tonight because the tribal chief opens his own show. So you see, I was surprised that Roman was on the show tonight because I thought Roman was not going to be on the show. They didn't advertise Roman was going to be on the show. And the fact that he's on the show is oh wow. Wow. I'm actually kind of surprised that he's actually on the fucking show. Will he be on next week's show? Which I do hope so. Isn't it that sad that you have to worry if the fucking top star of your show is going to be there to care about the fucking show? That's not what you want to do in a wrestling show, people. So in a way, I was kind of surprised that, wow, he's actually on the show. I don't even think they were advertised that he was going to be on the show, in all honesty. So, he's on the show. Will he be on the show next week? The fact that, no wonder fucking when they say Roman Reigns returns, it actually makes people care. Even though it's wow, you can't just say Roman Reigns appears. It's always fucking Roman Reigns returns. Always. It's always fucking Roman Reigns returns. Holy shit. Whatever. Reigns says he made the Usos. He made main event Jey, and now he thinks he's the tribal chief. Jey says he never wanted any of that. So basically, it was if it wasn't for me, it wasn't for me. You wouldn't be anything. The Uso wouldn't be a thing. If you made a bet Jey Uso, if you made a bet Jey Uso won't be a thing. You think you'll be tribal chief. Jey says all he wanted was to watch Roman's back and support him. He has been his right-hand man for 3 years, though, through the mud and trenches, no questions asked. Jey believed in Roman and to lead this company and this family, but he broke the family, he broke Jimmy, it's all Roman's fault, and now Jey has to do what he has to do. Reigns turned to blame it around on Jey. He recalls how Jey was pushed while Jimmy was injured 3 years ago, and Jey took that from Jimmy. Jey screwed his own twin brother, and he says that when he beats Jey, he is all done, whipped face on the earth, and no longer part of the history or legacy. And then he says that if somehow Jey wins, he would no longer be champion or the tribal chief, but he'll still be Roman Reigns, even and he could do what he wants, and Jey will be a nobody. So that in a way kind of ruins Jey. Like, I mean, he kind of got verbally in a way, because like unfortunately it is kind of true. Like, I'm not saying I don't like Jey Uso. Of course I like the Usos. I think like I would not mind the idea if Jey Uso was to beat Roman. I don't mind it because like the story and I don't mind it. It's just what they have to do is they have to make him credible. They have to make him look legit. But unfortunately, they're at their fault where they haven't made Jey Uso so legit all the time. They're only making him like look legit now because of the whole like they literally waited that like we're gonna have Jey Uso versus Roman. They remembered this guy is fucking like main event Jey apparently. So that's what they did. Again, I would not mind the idea of Jey Uso, even if it's a short run. Honestly, I would not mind the idea for a feel-good moment. I'm actually not opposed to the idea that why not? Like, we all know Roman Reigns is like we kind of already accomplished 1,000 days. Roman was already pinned. I honestly don't give a shit. Oh, but he finally loses the titles when he gets pinned. Like, I don't know, like he should lose the title in a big moment. I mean, whatever. I honestly wouldn't mind if you do something with Roman that he loses the titles at SummerSlam. I don't mind it. Only for maybe because again they have Payback, right? Payback was the pay-per-view that fucking Roman won the title. I honestly wouldn't mind they do like a sort of fucking thing where Roman loses the title at SummerSlam and then wins it back at Payback. I would not mind that in all honesty. Make that triple threat with Jimmy involved, maybe something with Solo, I don't fucking know. And then you kind of build it up to like where he has but why not just have him keep the title till WrestleMania 40? I mean, because again, who really cares at this point? I mean, why not? Like, he's gonna lose the title soon anyways, maybe. Like, or who are people like advocating for why the hell no? Cody's gotta be the guy to beat Roman. No, I don't give a shit about Cody Rhodes. Fuck Cody Rhodes. Fuck his fucking story. Okay? Fuck Cody Rhodes. I don't want to see Cody dethrone Roman in all honesty. The only person I would like to rather see someone dethrone Roman is I wouldn't mind again. Have Jey maybe have his moment. Why not? Only to like he's only got a short title. What's the point of having? I mean, it's not a problem. It's not a problem, in my honest opinion. It continues a story. As long as it continues a story, because again, what I think should happen, like, only to continue the story, why not? Sure, I wouldn't mind, like, Roman, like, having his first title loss, his first loss of the titles to Jey. I mean, even though he lost titles before, but, like, I'm saying, like, his fucking current run, his current fucking career, his current fucking, phase as champion, as the tribal chief, right? I wouldn't mind Jey beating him, and then he has a little short title reign type of deal, only to advance the story, to leading to Roman basically winning the title back, maybe some weird fashion, maybe it could be a triple threat, again, given the name Payback, right? And again, Payback was the pay-per-view he won his original titles. Fucking Roman wins the title back, and keeps the title till Mania, until like maybe Solo beats him, heck, The Rock. Honestly, I'm having more faith now. They're gonna probably do Rock and Roman one of the nights now. Since the writer's strike, they're mentioning The Rock. They might even do Rock and Roman in one of the WrestleManias. They might. And why not? Why fucking not? This is the perfect time with the story. One of the nights could be Roman versus Solo. The other could be fucking The Rock versus Roman. Roman versus Solo. and then the other night Roman versus The Rock, or I don't know. It could even just be Rock and Roman, obviously. I know what The Rock dethrones Roman. What they're gonna do with him? I mean, he can always do something. Rock gives the titles to fucking his cousin. I don't fucking know, something. Yeah, like maybe after Mania, a fucking the Samoan battle royal or something where they battle all of them battle to be the world title. I don't fucking know, something. I don't see Cody. The only way like you could honestly make Cody become a world champion if he turns heel against one of the fucking members. If he fucking wins the title in a heelish way. Like if he's feuding with Solo, if Solo becomes a babyface, if fucking Jey or Jimmy, something like that. It has to be one of those. Like it can't just be fucking. Obviously Roman's gonna be the total heel for now. The only way you could probably turn Roman to like a babyface, in all honesty, is like fucking. Like after basically the entire story is over, after like, when the title doesn't involve the Bloodline members, That's how I would do it. I mean, would it be ending the world? Obviously, I don't think it would be ending the world if Roman loses the titles at SummerSlam, leads to them shit. But like, obviously, what it looks like definitely they're not gonna have Roman lose the titles. But I would. But again, I'm just saying that I would not mind the idea. Because what are they really going to do? Oh, they're going to do Jey versus Solo. And like, okay, whoop-de-doo. That's what they're most likely probably going to do, sadly. I mean, I think why not have Roman on the show? Like, why not just have Roman on the pay-per-views? Like, come on. I don't know. That's what I don't like, obviously. Like, the idea of him not being on pay-per-views, but, That's going to be like a big fuck you to the fans. Like, where the fuck is Roman? Did you guys not remember what happened in Puerto Rico? Like, come on, they wanted Roman. Oh, come on. Whatever. Reigns then asserts that Jey cannot beat him. Reigns asks, "What makes you think that he can even win?" And then Jey steps to Roman and says, "It's because I already beaten you." And the fans pop. So mentioning Money in the Bank, mentioning even like. In a way, kind of slightly mentioning how, like, the first time Roman lost in WWE was with Jey Uso pinning him. So, there you go. And at SummerSlam, I'm going to put my hand in the back of your neck. I'm going to beat you again. Again, I wouldn't mind it. Again, I'm intrigued. It doesn't, I'm not, again, it's not really a predictable idea, like, because there is a slight idea in a way that will they actually have Jey beat him? Like, it could be. People didn't know, like, fucking, again, Roman was gonna be pinned. In a way, I kind of advocated the idea that I wouldn't mind Jey being the one pinning Roman getting pinned during the match, and in Money in the Bank. And you know what? It all worked out. It's not a problem. And again, even Roman said it. It's not gonna, he's still Roman Reigns. It's not gonna hurt Roman if he gets pinned. If he loses the titles. That's not going to hurt him. Maybe it is time for him to lose the titles. Grayson Waller then meets up with Jey after, like, Jey confronted his cousin Roman. Then Grayson Waller invites Lil Jey on the Grayson Waller effect to give him the Grayson Waller rub. But Jey gives him a Jey Uso effect and just slaps him. Eventually, this leads to Adam Pearce meeting with Jey Uso backstage that tonight we're going to have a match with Grayson Waller. So again, it's the typical, it's the typical what happens backstage lead to match cliches. Like, really? Like, really? Apparently there's a reason for this, because again, the Grayson Waller has been mentioning The Rock. They're teasing so much with The Rock now, like, in a way, there's kind of giving a little belief that maybe he will come back for a little bit, type of deal. Which would be cool. I was even thinking, like, would The Rock probably show up tonight after, like, how they were, like, how the main event segment was happening? Like, would that happen? Or maybe at something at SummerSlam? Like, we'll see, but, It is what it is. I'm not going to have too high expectations, because I had so many high expectations, like, with Mania, Royal Rumble, I'm not going to fucking look, I can't, because we don't know, man. We were supposed to apparently get Rock and Roman anyways at 39. We didn't get it. So whatever, you know. Santos Escobar defeated Rey Mysterio. So this was the match that people were looking forward to. It ended though in a referee stoppage. So Rey got injured apparently. People were wondering if this was a work or was this real. We don't know what happened necessarily. It's not really known that did he actually get hurt. Because again, I just can't believe, like, really, like, would they really end a match like this? Like, how does that make any fucking sense? If they were to, like, do this like it was a storyline injury. So I'm hoping this was not a work, because if this was a work, that's like a big fuck you to the fans. Like, really, this is how they end the fucking match. So apparently Rey Mysterio got like a head injury. Like, he got like a concussion type of deal during the match. I mean, I understand, like, why can't they just maybe end the match quickly, maybe lead to just Rey. But the thing is, like, I don't know. This is again the questionable thing, like what they could have done with this match, what they could have done. The match looked fine. Like, I was a bit intrigued with the match. I wasn't really full on caring though, because I didn't like the direction they were going with this US Invitational stuff. But I was a bit intrigued because, you know, it's both LWO members, and it's like, you know, they're cool luchador wrestlers. You know, they're cool Mexican wrestlers. I do like both of them. Again, I do like, okay, Rey Mysterio's a legend, you know? But, again, like, did Rey Mysterio legit got injured? I don't know. Like, that's what people are questioning, but apparently, like, if this was a work, here's the thing. If this was a work, then you really, like, that is just, like, really, like, a big fuck you to the fucking fans. Like, really? You just have Jey Uso, like, not Jey fucking, like, you have Rey Mysterio, right? You have Rey Mysterio, fucking, like, loses to all these other jobbers, right? He loses to fucking Austin fucking Theory. He lost to all these fucking guys. But you can't have him lose to Santos Escobar for some dumb fucking reason. And you have to legit, like, make up this whole injury that he get hurt. Yeah, like, really? Like, I mean, I hope it's not true. I hope he's okay. It sucks. Again, they could have gone, again. Obviously, people still wanted LA Knight to fucking face Austin Theory. I completely understand, and I would not, again, I was even thinking, the way this match ended, maybe something with LA Knight is going to be involved. Like, maybe there may be some hope for people. But again, they're not doing it. Regardless, like, it sucks seeing Rey Mysterio, like, it looked like he could have gotten hurt, and it sucks. You know, hopefully he's okay. But if this was a work, what is wrong with this company, and why, like, you would have Rey Mysterio lose to all these other jobbers, but you can't have Santos pick up a win in some weird way, heck, even a fucking roll-up, something. Why it gotta be, like, the way he, like, again, well, I'm hoping this is the truth, because I hope it's not a fucking work. Not that I'm saying that I hope he legit hurt, because that should be the only logical reason why this match ended that fucking way. I do hope Rey Mysterio's not hurt, because again, fucking Rey Mysterio doesn't deserve it. He's a fucking great guy. Great fucking wrestler. Good guy. Oh, but he killed a wrestler in fucking Japan or Mexico. It's a fucking accident, you dumb fucks. Okay? Like, I don't know why people still hold that with Rey. Like, you really think Rey, a guy like him, who's, like, known as one of the nicest people in the world, one of the nicest wrestlers you could ever meet, coolest guy, unless you're gonna act like Rey Mysterio is a fucking murderer? Like, come on. He ain't no Benoit. He ain't no Benoit. Okay? Fuck Benoit. That guy's a murderer. That guy beat up his fucking wife. Rey Mysterio's not a fucking wife beater. Okay? Let's be for real here. If this was somehow not a work, you can't, like, have Santos win that way, or, I mean, what's the problem of having, like, some way, or heck, again, what I would have rather done, thinking, like, I mean, I would have rather seen, like, honestly, like, a triple threat type of deal. Like, I wouldn't even give a fuck. Something. A double countout leading to maybe Mysterio even being part of still in the match, making a triple threat, a double fucking DQ because of Grayson, what is Grayson? Fucking Austin Theory, and that would lead to like a better match, a cooler idea, like a cool idea of a match. Because we already seen Santos versus Austin Theory last week. And again, my theory, like, why did fucking Santos versus Austin Theory happen last week? You know? And now we're gonna do it. And guess what? The stupid thing about this match is not even having a SummerSlam. The biggest part of the summer. Basically, your WrestleMania of the fucking summer. Your second biggest show of the fucking year. And you're not doing a U.S. title match. I hate this. This has been a problem with WWE. I mean, sure, it gives a purpose to look forward to SmackDown. I get it. But, like, this is... Pay-per-views or premium live events should have the title matches. It should be guaranteed title matches. It should be where fucking you have guaranteed title matches to happen. You don't fucking go to watch a UFC show and you don't see... Like, obviously this doesn't happen in UFC because UFC doesn't do weekly shows. Okay? They're not fucking a fake scripted... But imagine! UFC, you're paying money for a fight. For the title fights, right? But you don't do the title fights on the show. You do the title fights on like a dark show. You do a not televised UFC event for the fans in Madison Square Garden, whatever. You know how stupid that would be? People would pay to want to see those fights, right? Especially fights they want to see. Well, you're doing it on a SmackDown. And which I'm not saying SmackDown shouldn't matter. Of course, I want SmackDown to matter. But like it's like again, people are paying money to watch the pay-per-views. Like, why should people spend their money to watch the pay-per-views then? Sure, like other things, right? But you should be having the best things going, the biggest storylines possible. Your title matches at the pay-per-view as well. Like they should be like mandatory in a way. Like, those are the mandatory title matches to do. Those are mandatory. If you're a champion, you should be defending your championship on the pay-per-views. I don't know why they do this, but they're doing it sadly. They do this they've been doing this a lot lately, which I don't know why. Sure, it gives a purpose to care about SmackDown, but come on, that just kind of confirms, like, wow, fucking LA Knight is definitely, I mean, not LA Knight, I keep forgetting, why everybody's... Fucking guarantees that. Like what you're saying 2 weeks now, you're basically saying that Austin Theory is not gonna lose to Santos. Because you basically already did a match on a fucking SmackDown before. What makes you again, they're doing this type of thing where the only reason this match is happening is the supposed story is that Austin Theory lost to Santos and this will be his revenge win. That's basically what they're doing. Great. That's great. No fucking U.S. title. That's my problem. Like, you ain't doing title matches on the pay-per-view. I don't give a shit if it means more matches. Again, there's something called time limits. Fucking have certain time limits for your matches. Pace your matches. Book the match to not go so long. How about that? Like, that's the problem with modern wrestling. You're booking matches too long anyways. If you want the show should be 8 to 11, which it should be 8 to 11, then you fucking do it 8 to 11 and limit some fucking matches to not be so long. Not every match needs to be tend to be 5-star long matches bullshit, okay? Like, come on. A short match is fine. Sometimes short matches can be exciting. Come on. But yeah, like, again, so Santos, again, like... unless they show like they have no faith in the guy, whatever. But in the end of the day, I do think sadly because they can't. If they really ended this match in some sort of way where Rey Mysterio legit got injured like that, like they booked him like that, like then that's just fucking stupid. Okay, there could have been way other things. Like this is actually also a match that people were looking forward to, and you're basically saying like fuck you to them. You know what I mean? Hold on, I'm apologizing. Hold on a second. On my way. My apologies, ladies and gentlemen. I just got a phone call. So yeah, that happened. I don't know. In the end of the day, hopefully, freaking just doesn't lead to I don't know. I just hope Rey Mysterio's okay. That's all. That's all I have to really say. It just sucks that really this is how they fucking booked this stupid show. Like, I mean, this match. Like, if it's really what am I saying? I mean, like, if that was like not legitimate, if this was literally like a worked injury, because they also, but I would say like what I like the problem with this, what could mean that it just was basically work, because again, Rey Mysterio got up, hugged Santos, and it looked like he was fine. Again, keep in mind it was a head injury. You can still walk, right? You can still walk, but like fuck. Like, if they book it that way, it's just fucking sad. But again, like, in the end of the day, it just sucks regardless. Like, really, this is how the match ended. Whether it was injury or not legitimate injury, it just sucks. Like, really, this is how they do it. They could have booked the match in a way better, or they could have done something better. Honestly, shouldn't have gone too risky. Again, like, this is why, like, in terms of matches, like, in TV matches, you should care more about building up to matches for the big matches in the pay-per-views. Like, TV matches are really just TV matches that, like, sure, straight to the point. You build up to make you care about certain matches at the pay-per-view. Not saying that not every match shouldn't, like, any matches on TV should not matter. Obviously, it should matter, but they should be, like, to have a point and not totally risk it all as opposed to a TV match. Unless you're fucking, you know, some big fucking special shows. Like, let's say, if you're doing, like, an anniversary show on TV, if the Smackdown was to do their special, let's say, some 1,000-episode special or something, if there was, like, a big number episode, then, yeah, you go all out. This was just a random Smackdown. Come on, people. Whatever. In the end of the day, it just, like, sucks what happened. But we all know, like, great, again, a title match on SmackDown. Why should we care regardless? Like, why should I care regardless? You ever seen a match, oh, let's do U.S. title, and watch... fucking Santos not gonna win. It's a waste of time. Wow, just great, you know? This is what they do. Again, regardless, I would have liked if at least, like, this match could have turned to a triple threat type of deal, you know, content. I don't know, I would rather take that if it was like a fake in, whatever. Or just Santos should have just won, and again, or heck, again, LA Knight would have been cool. Again, people complain about why he's an LA Knight, and this is how, whatever. Again, they're doing this. They want Santos because they claim, oh, they want a Puerto Rican audience, but yet they're gonna probably have this guy lose. So, do you really care about the Puerto Rican people if you're gonna have this guy lose? Like, I'm here. Come on. Whatever. After that, hold on a second. What happened? Oh, fuck, I lost my place. Sorry about this. Ay. I hate when this happens. I always lose my place. Okay, so... Oh, wow! I just got this match. Wow. So, Rey Mysterio's injury is a work knowledge. Are you fucking kidding me? Again, keep in mind, it's wrestling dirt sheet, so it's probably not true. You know, sometimes you never know. But if this was a work, are you fucking kidding me? Again, I'm getting... This is from WKRD Wrestling. Are you fucking kidding me? Come on. Come on. If this is... Again, we don't know if this is 100% true. But if it's fucking true, like... It's like, what? This company's dumb then, if that's the case. Backstage, we see Carol Braxton, with Bianca. Oh, God, I hope Rey Mysterio is okay. Shut up. She's with Bianca. Bianca talks about whatever being in the title match type of shit. And Sonya Dykeville and Chelsea Green interrupts. The champs are upset how they still haven't had a proper celebration for their title win. They are tired of hearing about Bianca and Charlotte, the non-champs. And then Flair shows up and asks Belair, how about tag match tonight? Belair says she's not interested in working with Flair, and then Flair says she wants it. That only makes it want her even more. Why? Why do you want this? Yeah. Oh, I want you at 100%. I don't want you just fight. Like, why would she care if she's 100%? Should you want her not to be 100%? I thought you don't care. If you're a fucking wrestler fighting for a title, like, I mean, again, we don't know fucking Charlotte's a face. I don't even know what she is. Should you not care or not want her to really be in a match? You want the champion one-on-one, really? Or you just fucking don't want to worry so much about the other challenger? Shouldn't, by logic, that Charlotte doesn't care. Why the fuck is this title match? Like, I swear, we're in a tag match where both sides don't need to, like, shouldn't be losing because what? One of them is the tag champs. The other one is just, they're fighting for tag title. I mean, they're fighting for the women's title and shit. Like, and they coexist type of shit. Like, really? Get the fuck out of here with this shit. Get the fuck out of here. Great. Can they coexist? Oh my god. Hit Row are in the ring. They about to start rapping to have it insult the crowd first, but then LA Knight comes out. Basically, LA Knight's like establishing that he's kind of becoming a babyface type of shit, I think. He came out like he babyface raised reaction, so. Knight says, I knew Will Smith was in the game, but I didn't know that Uncle Phil got in the rap game. And Dr. O gets hot about it. You know, B-Fab, he says that, something about B-Fab. It's just too horny, but I think behind it is just so horny for me. So he kind of, he says that B-Fab is horny for him. Top Dog gets hot about it. Making fucking Fresh Prince jokes. He says, yeah, it's all business before pleasure, and his business is with Adonis. He says, a lot of people claim to be undeniable and inevitable, but he lives it, and tonight, Adonis can be next to get dropped on his head, courtesy of the man they call the Megastar. Yeah! Again, I like this. This is, again, in a way, even though, again, it would be great to see LA Knight fucking fighting for the title or whatever, because he's coming, but on the way, this is building him up. I mean, I will say this is what they portrayed LA Knight tonight was good. They're help establishing that, like, this is a person to care about him. They have do a squash match. It's helped build him up. Whether you like it or not, it does help him look good. It did help him look good tonight, so, yeah. Lashley's backstage with Street Profits. Lashley says he spoke to Trick and Mello last week, and they spoke highly of the Profits as they should. Lashley says they are the stars and they should dress like it and be treated like stars, and then provides Dawkins with a brand new wardrobe. So basically, they're kind of like so eventually this may mean that Trick and Mello will join them with them, and this will mean like the new Hurt Business type of shit. I don't mind it. I really don't. Again, I would like somehow the MVP. I wouldn't mind if Cedric and Shelton be involved along with fucking Almas. That way they could be like a big black faction. And heck, add Bianca into this. She could be the female representative. This could be the new big black faction, the Hurt Business 2.0. Why not? I would not mind it. And along with Trick and Mello, that could be something. Why not? Reels that intrigue me, in all honesty. Charlotte and Bianca Belair.
Best sexy black bitch. I got my big weave and shit. I go, Shakisha, your ass. Bitch. I don't fucking buy your drag queen, bitch. You weird bitch. Don't fucking bring your tranny ass onto me, bitch, because I'm fucking attracted to fucking big black dudes with their penises. I make them suck on my weave. And yeah, that's right. Sexy black bitch in this bitch.
Backstage to see Asuka says she's gonna be the champion, but then fucking Bailey and Io were there, and then they said, oh, Io's gonna cash in on her, blah, blah, blah. Eventually, you see a Bailey see you soon thing leading to a Shotzi type of shit. I don't fucking know, whatever. I don't care. It's announced that SummerSlam will have a SummerSlam's Battle Royal. A Slim Jim Battle Royal. What's next? A Snickers Battle Royal? Okay. The LA Knight's backstage with Adam Pearce. He acts like, something, Rob from the U.S. title shot. Come close. What's LA Knight going to do at SummerSlam? He basically asked what he's going to do at SummerSlam, and then he's told that he's going to be part of the Battle Royal along with Sheamus. Sheamus gets involved, I'm not getting tired of your cosplays. I'm trying to be like, I don't know, some reason Sheamus doesn't like him, blah, blah, blah. This leads to they're going to be the two participants in the match. But a special treat, next week, let's see what you guys can do, who's the better man for momentum. So basically, it's announced that next week they're going to have a match together, that both of them will have a match one-on-one for momentum. Momentum! We're fighting for momentum now. Not fighting for a title, not fighting for fucking, I don't know, something. It's all about momentum. And especially it involves two people who really shouldn't really lose. Imagine fucking, come on. Imagine if The Undertaker and Kane were fighting for momentum. Instead of fighting for the chance to be a champion, fighting for a revenge. Because they hate each other. They're fighting for momentum. That's like saying fucking two people fighting who's going to be in a Royal Rumble match. They're fighting for momentum, not for a chance to be having a better number. What kind of shit is that? Obviously, this kind of how does that make any sense? Especially when it involves people who shouldn't really lose. Come on, I don't fucking know. I'm hoping, for the SummerSlam Battle Royal, it should lead to a chance that whoever wins the Battle Royal gets a title match of your choosing. I wouldn't mind what they could do for this momentum. Even though that would mean really LA Knight losing. I wouldn't mind, LA Knight winning next week on SmackDown. And then Sheamus wins the Battle Royal, and then this could lead to maybe, Sheamus challenging Gunter type of shit, maybe, or I don't know, the other way or something. But then people are going to play LA Knight's losing next week. I don't know. Regardless, you're again, with this type of shit, you're booking yourself in lose-lose situations. You're having the women's tag champs losing when neither people should be losing. Even though I don't give a shit what those guys are best. Who gives a fuck? And you're going to have now Sheamus and fucking LA Knight face each other, and one of them they should not be losing regardless. Whatever. A Battle Royal on SummerSlam. I'm okay if it's a WrestleMania, right? The Andre Battle Royal. WrestleMania, sure, But this is what you're doing. Why not by logic? You're doing this Battle Royal. Shouldn't the fucking Invitational of the U.S. Championship, shouldn't that be some Battle Royal shit? Why not fucking have the U.S. title be defended at Battle Royal instead? If there's gonna be invitational, everyone wants to be involved and shit, why not? Why not? Instead of fucking SmackDown, you're gonna have the title on SmackDown, but yeah, we're gonna do a battle, whatever. What fucking ever, man. I don't fucking get this. I don't get it. Karrion Kross defeats Carl Anderson, and Carl Anderson has the most generic entrance possible, and who fucking cares? And then fucking AJ Styles and the OC comes out to save him after getting more beat up, whatever. The main event, Jey Uso defeats Grayson Waller. During the match, Grayson Waller was imitating The Rock, kind of building up to maybe The Rock is actually returning type of shit. Especially because, get it? He's been calling out The Rock, and it kind of makes sense since, again, The Rock shit, right? But at the same time, why is Grayson Waller in the main event of SmackDown when he hasn't won a match or whatever? Why is he facing Jey Uso? Again, this doesn't feel like a main event match. It doesn't feel like main event-esque. Sure, it led to a purpose, Grayson Waller losing anyways, because Jey Uso shouldn't be losing or having really looking weak type of shit. Sure, it doesn't make Grayson Waller look bad, sure, but I don't know. In all honesty, again, Grayson Waller, you have him debut and having him lose. Whatever. I don't know. Whatever. I don't care at this point. You know. All I know is that Jey Uso should not be losing. But yeah, fucking Grayson Waller gets speared by Jey Uso. Jey Uso does a spear to intimidate Roman, and he does a splash. Jey Uso beats Grayson Waller. After the match, Solo and Roman goes to attack him, but then then fucking Jey Uso super kicks Solo. Jey Uso realizes Roman's gonna attack Jey. Jey does the spear to Roman. He was gonna go to the top rope, but then Solo stops him, push him onto the ropes, and then both Solo and Roman does the combination of the spear and Samoan spike. They do it 2 times. They did it one more time after. Well, they did first, you know, originally after just keep Jey down, but then after Roman's here, you got pin chance. They do it again, and then this makes Reigns standing tall. I didn't mind this, you know. I don't mind it. In a way, I was kind of thinking maybe they're gonna probably do something where someone returns. Maybe Jimmy was gonna come out or whatever. But they kind of ended like, you know, where like get it, you know, Roman standing tall for this one, and then what? Jay's gonna stand tall next week, and they're gonna lead to that bullshit where get it, it's the predictable fucking, you know, it's kind of gonna be the predictable. Oh, get it? The guy stands tall the next week now is gonna be the one losing type of deal. That's what they're probably gonna do. I don't know. In the end of the day, like I didn't mind this. You know, it looked fun. Again, the pacing of the show was better than last week and the other week. Jimmy and Jey, the big storyline going on was more showcased on the show than usual. Again, despite stupid booking decisions, whatever, it wasn't the worst show. But it was definitely really boring. But again, it did kind of suck for most part with SmackDown. I would say again, it was better than the past 2 weeks since, you know, the Roman Jey storyline been paced out better. It was the opening of the show, main event of the show. During the middle, you know, they had stuff with Jey. You know, it was paced better. But yeah, it was still pretty much a boring kind of show. So, you know. Wasn't the worst show, but pretty boring. So that was SmackDown for you. SmackDown was whatever. Kind of sucky in a bit, but, you know, definitely the Bloodline shit carried the show. And I like the LA Knight stuff. Definitely the LA Knight stuff was good. So, in a way, it wasn't really, like, how they portrayed LA Knight tonight in a way. Before, the whole Battle Royal type of shit was good, alright? And Mysterio Santos match was going along fine, in a way, but it's like, whatever. Overall, that's the show for you. Like, show was just whatever. That was SmackDown. SmackDown was really that great. But, hey, at least that Bloodline shit, they're doing something with it. I'm just keeping it real. Get your games close. Magnificent Spy, Missing Bitches go, oh shit. But if it really was a work, fuck WWE for making that a work with Rey Mysterio. That's just fucking stupid. Okay? Come on. Anyways, that's SmackDown for you. It wasn't the worst show. You know, there were some things that I liked about the show, you know. Let's just say it is what it is. Pretty boring though. Alright, that's SmackDown for you. 1 week till SummerSlam. Hopefully things will get it intriguing, but unfortunately SmackDown hasn't really been exciting much. Or really, just again, I'm not really excited for SummerSlam. The only thing again is the Bloodline shit, but that's just one fucking thing. Like, come on. And again, it's sad. Where the fuck is Edge? He's still there and he's not doing anything. You really have no idea for Edge. For SummerSlam. You didn't plan it. You fucking WWE, man. Heck! Edge, you could have... I mean, something to lead to a rematch with Edge and Waller, even. Not saying Edge should lose, but... I don't fucking know. Grayson Waller could have been angry that he lost, and something even. Whatever. Till next time, peace, yeah, bye. You have that limited chance for Edge, and, you know... And again, that's why I kind of advocate the idea, like, why not do a triple threat with Austin Theory, Rey Mysterio, Santos, even though it would have been some bullshit finish. Still, but it would have been better than the injury angle. Like, Rey Mysterio, you only have to understand, you have very few times, very little time to have Edge and Mysterio still in WWE, and you're just wasting them. Not treating them as, like, high-profile guys. Whatever. That's what I'm saying. Till next time, peace, yeah, bye, man. What the fuck?